Good morning, everyone. Jill here. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a nice couple of days, and I am back with an update on our uh, Field Notes Lapbook. Field Notes Lapbook. So, what are we doing, and what do I want to show you today? Well, today I want to show you that I have completed my homework, and I've done a bit of work without you, which is good and bad, I suppose. But let's take a look, and you can be the judge of that. How's that? Um, I added a beautiful little piece of textile to this signature. This is one of 4 signatures that are going to go into this book or be available for being put into this book, as you know. And I did want to point out that not only, oh, my Midori style binding came untied, and that's fine because we'll just tie it back up, put a dab of glue on it, and that will hold it just fine. As a matter of fact, since I've done a lot of work in this journal without you, let's just go ahead and do it now while you're here. Hold on one second. I was standing up. I'm going to sit down so I can better see what I'm doing. There it is. So Midori style binding, it is just, and I had no glue on that, which I will show you in a moment what I'm going to do so this doesn't happen again. If I can find my little clippy there. Because you tie this kind of tight, double knot, right over left and left over right. You can see it's not too hard to put back in here. And we will tie it rather tight. And I will put a dab of, now first of all, I'm going to slide this down to the bottom. And I'm going to put a little dab of glue on that knot. There and there. And art glitter glue will dry clear. Okay. So I can't put my signature back in there just yet because I want that glue to dry. So we'll just leave that open for a minute and I'll show you this. So I put a little piece of textile and some decorative elements on top of our first signature. Reminder, there will be 4 of these and 1 for each season is what I was thinking, but the person who receives this can use it however they want. Perhaps they fill up 1 and move on to the second, etc., etc. There is a pocket here because there is an envelope stitched in, so there will be elements inserted into that pocket. And perhaps we'll decorate that as well. But I did 3 whole pamphlet stitch this because I did not want these pages to go flippy-flop when you put them inside the Midori style binding. So let's just slip them in. As you can see, they'll go right there. And you won't really see that 3 whole pamphlet stitch at all, right? Okay. So that goes in there. So let's just open this up. And you've seen what's under here, and I've added some things that I want to be able to remember that I want to put into this journal. And I just added some more interest here. And you've seen this, and some labels and some paper to tie out to the kit that I've used, which is Rural and Rustic from, is it Rural and Rustic or is it Rustic and Rural? I don't know that they put the name on the pages when I printed them out. From Art House Whimsy. Let me check that. Yeah, it's Art House Whimsy. I think it's Rural and Rustic, and this is my favorite page. So all I did was add a little label here. That's a Tracy label, and I just love that page, so I'm not going to cover it up with anything else. I've added only 2 pages, 2 pieces of paper, which creates 8 pages front and back for a little bit of a signature in there, along with a flip out envelope again that will hold some interesting elements, I'm sure. On this side of the page we had the pocket, and we have a pocket here. This was my homework, to finish this page here. And I just love this little girl looking off into the field. We have a pocket here, a side tuck, and some elements there, and our signature. So we can close this up now, because what we're doing was moving on to the next section of our book. And that was this section. So I created 3 little tuck spots here on this back page, as you can see, and I stuck some elements in here, some little note cards, just to remind myself that I want to put something in here, and that I'm not sure what's going to go in here just yet. But for now, I've put in these 3 little tuck spots, some don't hold me to that's where those are going to go. I may change that out. I don't know. I kind of like that you can write on this dotted grid paper. So you may want to do that in here. Excuse me, I needed a drink of water. And then over here, I have added another section. And this has a tuck spot with a sheaf of wheat that I've drawn on there. A little trim of the rural and rustic paper to bring back through this theme. So we love the rural and rustic paper and the look of it. And I just wanted to be sure that as we travel through the different sections of the journal, that we maintain a presence of that paper throughout. So I noticed we were in need of some rustic and rural elements. So we added this little element here with some labels and added this little bit of trim here. So in this section, you'll see I also did a 3-hole pamphlet stitch of this. This is all one piece. This whole thing is one piece. And I did 3-hole pamphlet stitch that. So we have a nice tuck spot here. And then we have these pages here, which I will be encouraged to do something with, because look, they're white, 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 and white. And I put a couple of little tiny tuck spots here. I wanted this page to be a journaling page, but I also wanted it to be able to hold a little tuck spot for some little tiny elements that can be used in your journaling. You can snip these off and stick them wherever you would like to have them within this lapbook. And on the back here, we have the little girl looking off again, and I put a pocket down here and a decorative element here, and I have to start looking at this back page. So where do we have to go from here? I need to look at what I'm going to do here, which I thought was going to be an ephemera holder. I just think a lapbook should have a lot of opportunities for putting in the tools that we need while we're out there, in the form of little identification cards, little flip out things. So we'll see. That's what I'm thinking is going to go in here. And I hope you all are enjoying your day and doing well, and that you've gotten a chance to get into your craft rooms. Oops. And Evan always has to put a word in, doesn't he? My brother would absolutely say yes, because every time my brother comes, of course, Evan has to say hello in 100 different ways. So I think that's why I've enjoyed using so much of this ledger paper, or not so much, but the few pages of ledger paper that we could put here, or I have this beautiful piece of, I love that with this book. But as I start to think about this page, I think I have to think about what am I doing with the cover. And that becomes another challenge, whether I want to use paper or fabric. So that is where I am up to right now. I need to think about this page under here. What is that going to look like? Or if I would use something like a ledger page. Keep in mind this cover is going to be on the inside, but it also flips to where it could be laying out here. So I want to think about that a little bit. And I will probably do some auditioning of multiple different kinds of paper before I make a final decision on that. But as I'm moving along, I found that I also needed to bring out some of my Tracy labels, and I wanted to be sure that I get these cut out and available to me as we go through the booklet. That probably wouldn't look bad there because we have this here. We don't have any more. Oh, there we have a piece of it, but it's covered with that. You see. Maybe I will do that. And that will go on that back page. It does have a crease there. Could make it a flip. I could make it a narrow flip page with a pocket. I could make it a narrow flippy page with a pocket, or I could make it just a page like this. I'm not sure which. I also have, bear with me 1 second while I walk over and get it. And maybe I will cut some of this out. I really like this flip out element. Let me cut this real quick. If you hear a little rustling around, this is the time of day when my little baby pups are very active and playful. And my little girl, who's was 16 in March, so she's going into her 17th year shortly here, after the first of the year. This is her playful time of the day as well, so I probably should not have started coming into this craft room right at this moment, but let's get this cut. So for the weekend, we are having company for the weekend, and my brother-in-law is going to stay for at least a week, possibly longer. We have a wedding tomorrow on Saturday, and it's an overnight wedding. So we will be staying there. The wedding, the reception, and the will be at the same place. So no traveling once you get there. My brother-in-law is going to be bartending that wedding, so we'll be going up there and spending the night. And then my other brother-in-law is coming back here. And of course, he'll be spending the weekend in the following week with us. So now I do want this to fold, and so I'm going to make a lot of noise, probably getting my scoreboard out. And see how big that is. Right about 3 inches. Right about 3 inches. So I'm going to put it right there. Score along that line. Turn this around. And I want to score on that little line. Now this little element, I think, was a freebie from Tracy Fox. So we're going to fold that there. Sorry. My desk is, I always say it looks like a goat exploded on it, because when I have pieces of paper out and I have a little bit of textile and whatever else I have out here, it becomes quite like a goat exploded on it. Yep, that's exactly what it looks like. And I like this little book, and I think I'll probably put a tab on it. And I'm thinking it can go into one of our pockets, like here or there or wherever. Now if it's too tall for this pocket, remember we lose a little bit of space in our pockets when we glue top and bottom, so this might not fit in there. Be nice, kids. Be nice. You know where it could go? It could go right in here, I bet. It would fit. And if it does, which I'm thinking it's going to, I'm going to stick it right down in there. I haven't put anything into this pocket yet, so of course it's a little tight. Let's see. Maybe not. I don't want to mess it up. But we do have lots of pockets. It won't fit in there. Oh, here. This is it. Please fit in there, because I really want you to fit in there. That's where it's going to go. And I will finish this up. Put some embellishment on there. Glue that down. Where's my art glitter glue? This is really nice. I love this little pockety thing, and it says identification. It's actually made for a human being identification card, but I thought, what makes the difference if we turn it into a little specimen identification pamphlet? Okay, going right down and I'm going to put just a tiny strip of glue down that page there, just to hold it. Again, this is art glitter glue, so once I press it in place, it's not going anywhere. Put this glue away. Make sure that stays put. Yep. Okay. Look at that. Cute as can be. Now, do I want those edges to be rounded? I don't know that that matters. I do love it in here. I'm going to put a tab on that. I love that. There's a little specimen card with it. Let's cut that out while I'm here. Hey guys, settle down. And there she goes. Let me put you on pause for just one moment. No, probably just about the time that I'm back and start this up again, she'll decide to get a little feisty again. Let me check that. Why is that out of square? I don't know if you can see that, but that's not exactly square right there. I want to get that cut off. There we go. Take that sliver away. Let me see if it messed up my... Nope. Perfect. And I want to put this on here, I think. Trim that up a little better. So I hope you're doing well. I hope if you would like to have this journal that you'll contact me. I'll be putting it up in my Etsy shop. But if you contact me that you're interested, I'll certainly put your name on it so that I can make sure that it comes to you directly. As we near the coming close to the end, you're probably thinking, you'd like to see the cover before you would make a decision, I wouldn't blame you one bit, because the cover is going to be an important element, right? It's one of the most important elements, but the truth is I haven't really decided if I'm going to use paper or fabric. I really want to use fabric, guys. So now I've made a little tuck spot on the front of this. I can't help myself. I can't help myself. And I think I'll leave this journaling. I may do a little stenciling in here just to brighten it up a little bit. And I'm going to just trim that off and trim this off just a pinch. Yep, there we go. Just a pinch there. Come on. There we go. Okay. That looks good. Since I don't like the square corners all that much, I think I will do a 1/4 inch rounded edge, top and bottom, on the booklet part. There we go. And I think I will ink all around that while I'm here right now. Just add a little bit of definition when it sits into the tuck spot. We will do front and back. This is the back of the and down the fold on both sides. That looks quite nice. Yes, I like that. That's gonna stick in there. And I'm thinking I want to put a label on here of some sort. Maybe wrap it around. What do I have? That would look nice. Okay. Bear with me 1 minute while I quickly finish. I just printed and cut these a few minutes ago, so I don't have them all quite cut out all the way just yet, but I think I'm gonna like this on here, and just gonna miter these corners just a pinch so they're not all absolutely square. Get my crumbs all picked up or slid onto the floor, just more often the case. And let me get this. Now you can use whatever glue you like. As you know, I'm using a lot of art glitter glue here. You might hear my chimes in the background. We're having a windy, rainy day, and I have my back door open. It's not really cold. Not cold at all. Come on, sit up there. Okay. And I think I want to put this right on. Whoop. Yeah, my art glitter glue. You know how it goes. Okay, there we go. Nice little label there. Once that dries, that will get stiff. That'll be a nice little tab for the booklet. That's going to go in here. And I'm quite happy with that. That way that can stick out. Be pretty. I was thinking about putting a identification label of some sort on this little no, that's too big. And no, I think I don't know what I wanted on there, to be honest with you. But I thought I wanted, if there was something small enough, and even a number label. It didn't have to be of. I don't know yet what I want to put there. I have some more over here. So I'm going to have to look. Okay. So my homework. Let's talk about my homework. Since I'm having company that will be here shortly, I need to go off and find out what are we going to do for meals, and probably make a quick run to the store. So let me close up our little journal for today. You've seen I finished up my homework. I have more homework coming my way. That could go there also, but I think I like it over here. It has kind of a gray tone, and I think I like it over here better. So you've seen where we're up to, and you see where we're going to be headed. So my homework is really to think about the inside of this. I will come back and do that with you. And then we have to decide about this back page, but I do kind of I love this ledger paper. So unless I find a different type of ledger paper, and I like that top edge there, I will probably square this up and stick this on here. I don't want to put another booklet in here, because when I close it up, I see that it's starting to get exactly how I am thinking it's going to fit with all that's why I put this ephemera actually that I'm going to include in this book in the front, so that when I close it up, I can actually see how thick it's getting. So in the meantime, I thank you for stopping by today. I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend wherever you are. Hope you'll come back and join me again. If you like the video, you know the routine. Click the like button. Subscribe if you want, and we can finish this lap book together. So have a great rest of your day, and until the next time.